what I want to know is, who gave Reba a sitcom? So whenever I'm about to go to sleep, I'll start thinking and I just think of good video ideas and then I'll write them down on my notes on my phone. Now when I say good video idea, I mean it sounds good whenever I'm laying in bed about to fall asleep. So this one is called Things I Wish Were Real. Number one is ear blankets, because earmuffs are kind of like really big and not appropriate in Texas weather ever. And they block out sound and I'm, you know, half deaf, so that's not very good for me. But if we had ear blankets, we could just put like little blankets on our ears to keep them warm. This sounds really dumb. It won't be like constricting like earmuffs, but it'll just kind of lay there. Just kind of lay there and warm your ears. Number two is the supermarket jacket. Maybe like the supermarket would hand out jackets for everyone that came in because they're so cold, especially the freezer aisles. You know? I mean, I guess you could just bring a jacket to the supermarket if you really want one that bad. And the next one is watch hologram food. Now this is an idea that I had back in elementary school. And I still remember it to this day because it was so revolutionary. Now this was a product of me being at lunch eating ham sandwiches for like, you know, my whole life because that's the only thing that I liked to take to lunch. So I had ham for my whole life. Literally my whole life, up until high school. That's the only thing I would bring, was ham sandwiches. Wow, I had a lot of ham. So I was just thinking, wouldn't it be so cool if you just had a watch that you could talk to? Like, say, I want a cheeseburger, and then it would holographically produce the cheeseburger, and then that hologram would become real. That's some Willy Wonka stuff. Come on, science, where are you? It's 2013! So you know when Blockbuster closes down, they sell all their movies for really cheap? And guess what I got? Get a clue! The Cheetah Girls, and another movie called The Beginners. It has Ewan McGregor in it. That's really the only reason I bought it. So me, Casey, and Chisholm watched The Cheetah Girls, and let me tell you, it was fantastic. Actually, in all seriousness, it wasn't fantastic. I mean, it was good because it was like, holy crap, we're watching The Cheetah Girls again, but the plot and like the lines and the things that happen, now watching it, I'm just like, that's really dumb. The girls all have a fight and the Cheetah Girls break up. Spoiler, sorry if you haven't seen the Cheetah Girls already. Galleria's dog Toto falls in a hole, stops traffic in New York City, turn off the power and gas in New York City. And then all the girls come to help get Toto out of the hole, and they're all wearing the same sweatsuit, and then they have to sing to get Toto out of the hole. It makes me really happy whenever they sing and I'm just like, oh yes, the Cheetah Girls are back together. But the real side of me is like, really? I'll never understand the power that Disney has to make kids love something so much when it's so awful. The Disney movies are wonderful. The DComs, they're not so great. In other news, the Oscars were last week and I didn't talk about it, but they were amazing. I thought Seth MacFarlane did a really good job. I thought he was funny, and if anyone is offended by his performance, then get over it. It was comedy. Some of my favorite wins of the night were Christoph Waltz, woo! Anne Hathaway, woo! And Jennifer Lawrence, woo! This past weekend I went and visited my friend Kaylee in College Station, and it was a lot of fun. It's definitely not my scene, so it was a little interesting for me to go to a country dance club and country dance for the first time ever in my life. I live in Texas and you might think that's weird, but I've never been interested in that side of the dancing field and that type of music, so it was an experience for me. But Kaylee's friends are really nice and they taught me how to two-step and they danced with me and I had a really good time. I'm really glad I got to visit her. Here's some footage of me in College Station and I hope you have a good day and I'll see you next week. Okay, bye! Ah! You can't walk under it? What the?
No, or else you'll be forever alone.
What?
Yeah, if you walk under it with someone, you're gonna be together forever. That's why it's...
You don't want to be with me forever?
No, it's like a couple thing.
Oh. Well,
I love you, but not like that.
Look, there's even like a little brace for the branch. That's cute.
Cute.
A little crutch.
I mean, it's pretty old. So.
Century? Would you say it was a century old?
What? I don't know, probably older than that.
For Dumbledore.
It's for mustard.
In memoriam of Dumbledore. I don't know if anyone, other schools had this. We had like little helpers, like cafeteria ladies and parents that would walk around in the middle of lunch with little fanny packs full of ketchup and like forks and stuff, and you had to raise your hand and they'd come to you and you'd ask them like, hey, can I get some napkins or something? I mean, that's pretty much slavery.